Dips is a short Swedish series that is more than 90% in Swedish. Now, normally I review non-English language TV shows and movies over on my second channel, the REYKJAVIK Review, where I have about 25 such reviews. But when I started writing this review, I realized that I don't think there's any way that someone who had no understanding of Swedish, or at least Swedish culture, could really enjoy Dips. So I didn't think that that would be the appropriate place for that. For starters, I watched it on SVT, which is just like a public Swedish service, and there are no English subtitles there, obviously. And the other thing is, there's just a few too many jokes in this series that really depend on some understanding of at least Sweden, if not the Swedish language. Now look, I am well aware of how pretentious it sounds to be like, you wouldn't get it, it's a Swedish thing. But I am not trying to claim to have understood all the nuance in this series. Some of the jokes come very fast and without a lot of context, and they even mix in languages and dialects and all sorts of things. So I'm sure that I missed some of the jokes in this series. Having said that, I think this is great for a Swedish learner. For starters, there's that thing that I said, that it has no English subtitle option, so that removes that temptation for you. But it's also unusually short. Some of the episodes are only 15 minutes long, and they're quite self-standing. There is a thread that runs through the entire series, but it's nothing that you really need to have seen to understand each individual episode. So they're actually quite reminiscent of language learning videos, where the characters will get themselves into various tricky and embarrassing situations and whatnot, except that it's way more entertaining than real language learning videos. It's not the funniest show I've ever seen, but I laughed out loud at least once per episode. Although some of the jokes are fairly slow on the draw, that is, you kind of know what the joke's going to be before it is really made, that's okay for me with this series, because when I watch stuff in Swedish, it's like there's this thin veil between me and the material, so I'm not quite as quick to pick up on what is going on, so the jokes seem like they're coming faster than they really are, as opposed to in English, where I'm well aware of everything, all the context, everything that's always happening, and I can sort of see stuff before it actually happens. With Swedish, even if it's slow on the draw, I will find it funny, whereas when it's very quick on the draw, I will actually miss it. I've never watched something that I've been simultaneously so engaged in, but also that was teaching me something. Occasionally when I missed something, I would turn the Swedish subtitles on and find a new word or phrase, and I would even add a few cards into Anki, which is normally my least favorite thing to do in the whole world. This is a very different experience to that which I had with Caliphate, which I'll also be making a review of and putting on the review channel soon. That series was excellent, but it was way too intense to be stopping and actually noting the language and adding stuff into Anki. It's also, although a much longer and more involved series, it's about way deeper things, its language is actually much easier. So for a Swedish learner, I would actually recommend Dips, which is much more lighthearted, shorter, but more in depth with the language. Having said that, you could easily watch both of them multiple times and get a lot out of them. I would recommend Dips to a Swedish learner. I would recommend Caliphate to someone who just wants a good series. So guys, if you're learning a language or languages, then make sure you subscribe here for plenty of good language learning content. If you want more reviews of foreign language TV shows and movies, then head over to my second channel where I talk about that stuff. If you're wondering where the content has been lately, if it's been a bit slow coming out, then please accept my apology. My wife and I are very patiently awaiting the arrival of our second child. It may even be happening tonight. We're not exactly sure, but it's happening very soon in any case. So thanks for being patient while we get through that time. And yeah, I'll see you very soon. Bye.